All right, today we're going to break down the complete modern playbook for taking an idea that's just stuck in your head and getting it onto the global app store. Seriously. We're going to show you how anyone, and I mean anyone, can do it starting right now. You've totally been there, right? You get this flash of inspiration, this amazing idea for an app that could be a game changer. But then reality sinks in. The coding, the cost, the sheer complexity of it all. It just feels like this giant, impossible wall. But what if I told you that wall? Well, it's pretty much gone. And this is where things get kinda wild. Just a few years ago, building what's called an MVP, that's a minimum viable product, just the basic version of your app, would take like 3 months. Easy. It would cost you over 15 grand and you'd need a whole team of people. Today, you can get it done in 3 days for about $20 a month. All by yourself. The difference is just staggering. For the longest time, that barrier to entry was very, very real. It just demanded this huge upfront investment of time and money. You had to go out and find a designer, a front-end developer, a back-end engineer. You had to assemble a whole crew just to get off the ground. It's really no wonder so many great ideas just fizzled out before they even started. Well, guess what? That era is over. With the tools we're about to walk through, those old-school barriers have been completely smashed. The technical problem has been solved. The only thing standing between you and getting your app out there is your own imagination. So, how do we actually do this? Where do we start? We begin by literally turning our words into code. The first tool in our playbook is called Lovable, and it lets you build a full-stack application. That's the whole shebang, the pretty front end and the powerful back end, just by describing what you want, in plain English. It's like having a chat with a super fast developer who's building everything as you speak. And Lovable gives you 4 awesome ways to get started. You can just write a text prompt from scratch for your completely unique idea, or you can upload a screenshot or a design you made and have the AI turn that picture into code. You can even find an existing project someone else made and remix it, or, get this, you can clone an existing website structure just to hit the ground running. Now, this is super important. The quality of the app you get out is directly tied to the quality of the prompt you put in. To get amazing results, you need to be specific and include these 5 key things. What's the purpose? What are the features? What's the design aesthetic? How should the data be structured? And what's the step-by-step user flow? And here's a perfect example of what that looks like in action. See how specific it is? The purpose, a dashboard for freelance designers. The features, invoice generation, a CRM. The design, minimalist, dark theme with purple accents. It even gets into the data and the user flow with magic link logins. Giving the AI this level of detail is how you get a fantastic, nearly complete app right from the start. Okay, so you did it. You prompted your web app, and it's working in the browser. It looks good, it feels good, but how in the world do you get it from a website onto someone's iPhone? This is where we build the bridge to the App Store. This right here, this is the magic trick. We use a tool called Capacitor, and it basically acts as a wrapper. Just think of it like putting your awesome web app inside a special little box that the App Store recognizes and trusts as a native app. This box also gives your web code access to cool phone features like the camera or vibrations. And the key takeaway? You don't rewrite a single line of code. You code once and you deploy it everywhere. Now look, you've got a few options to get on the App Store. You could pay some service to convert it for you, but that gets pricey and you lose a lot of control. You could, and I don't recommend this, rewrite the entire app from scratch in a language like Swift, but that takes forever. Or you can use Capacitor. It's free, it's open source, and it gives you all the control with the least amount of friction. It's a no-brainer for this process. All right, you've built the app. You've wrapped it for mobile. Now it's time to face the final boss, the App Store submission process. I know it can seem super intimidating, but if you just follow the steps, it's actually a totally manageable challenge. First things first, you got to get into the club. And that means enrolling in the Apple Developer Program. It's $99 a year, and it gives you the keys to the kingdom. You've got 2 main choices here. An individual account is fast and just puts your name as the seller. An organization account is for a registered business, so you can have your actual company name in the App Store. Okay, once you're in, you'll open your project in a program called Xcode. And don't panic. It looks like a spaceship cockpit, but you only need to focus on 2 critical settings. First, the bundle identifier. Think of this as your app's unique address on the entire App Store. It has to be one of a kind. And second, under signing, you just select your developer team. That's it. You're just telling Apple that you're the one authorized to publish this thing. Next up, making your app look good in the store. Apple is pretty strict about this stuff. You absolutely need a high-res app icon, 1024 by 1024 pixels to be exact. And you'll need a bunch of screenshots for different iPhone and iPad sizes. Here's a pro tip though. Don't just upload boring screenshots. Put them inside a device frame, add some text, really sell what your app does. We are so close. Now we just have to create the actual file we're going to upload. It's a simple 4-step pipeline all inside Xcode. First, you clean to get rid of any old junk. Then you archive, which bundles everything up into the final product. Xcode then helps you validate it to make sure there are no obvious errors. And finally, you hit distribute, which sends it straight up to Apple. Yes, your build is uploaded. We are on the home stretch. But wait, before you smash that final submit button, there's one more absolutely crucial step, and you cannot skip it. You have to test your app with real people. And for that, we're going to use Apple's own amazing tool, TestFlight. This thing lets you invite people to download a pre-release version of your app. They can bang on it on their actual iPhones, find bugs, and send you feedback and crash reports automatically. This feedback loop is pure gold. You've got 2 flavors of testing here. Internal is for your close circle, up to 100 people, and Apple doesn't need to review it, so your updates are instant. External testing lets you invite up to 10,000 people with a public link, but Apple does a quick review of each new version you upload. So after all that testing, you finally submit for review. You're going to get one of 3 answers back from Apple. The best one, approved. Congratulations, you're on the App Store. Then there's metadata rejected, which is usually a small issue with your description or screenshots, an easy fix. Or you might get a binary rejected, which means there's an issue with the app itself, and you'll have to fix the code and upload a new version. Hitting publish feels like you just crossed the finish line, right? But in so many ways, it's actually the starting gun. Having a successful app isn't a one-and-done thing. It's an ongoing journey. Your post-launch strategy should really be this constant cycle. First, you monitor. Keep a close eye on crash reports and see how people are actually using your app. Second, you iterate. Push out regular updates every few weeks to fix bugs and add cool new features. And third, you grow. Reply to every single review, good and bad, and tweet your App Store keywords to help more people find you. So let's just zoom out and recap the entire playbook. When you boil it all down, it's a simple 3-step journey. Step 1, vibe code your idea into a real web app using Lovable. Step 2, go native by wrapping that web app with Capacitor. And step 3, launch global by conquering the App Store submission process. That's it. Look, the technical barriers that stopped millions of incredible ideas from ever happening, they are finally gone. The playbook is right here in front of you. You have the tools, you have the vision. The only question left is, what are you going to build?